And now, our feature presentation.
Hey!
Bourbon Boys.
Shout out you. I saw you doing my thing on the pot. You filled in. Real cool.
708.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
We outside.
We out there.
Outside.
Hey!
708.
Hey!
Outside.
Hey!
708.
Hey!
Outside.
Outside.
708.
Hey!
Outside.
Woo!
708. Bourbon.
Nick, you gotta give it to me. What she say? What did she say?
What did she say?
I'm gonna crack you one of these. Pause. I'm gonna get you.
Whoa.
No,
brother.
No combs.
Attention audience, Reed is just here to pod, Zach is here to tell the truth, Meech is here to report, and Brother James is a man of God. This show is purely for entertainment purposes only. Parental discretion is advised.
I'm a bathing ape fanatic. Red monkey jumpy, glass pots on the stove, got the kitchen smelling funky. Yeah, I sold a million records, but I still pop them shots.
Hey. All right.
Call me.
Boss
Call
today.
me.
The younger bunch in here today are in a very spirited mood. I like that. Welcome back.
Good morning.
Welcome back for another episode of Outsiders Only 708 Podcast. We can be found on Apple,
Yeah.
Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube.
Okay.
I am Reed at the Claudius.
It's Pusha 2_Z.
You know the vibe little bit in me. Stars is back, bitches.
And be kind to yourself. It's your favorite man of God,
Hey.
Brother James.
Yeah.
We about to have church this morning,
God
man.
bless. Hey, man.
That laugh, man.
Now, we usually kick off.
That's the collect offering laugh.
We usually kick off the pod, asking niggas about their week, but we got a special story that we're going to save for later. We're going to get straight into these topics, though. And I had a little way I wanted to flow through these topics, so let's get straight into it. Now, everyone has been very familiar or very in tune with one of the craziest strikes that happened over the past, 30 years? Yeah. And lasted all of 4 fucking days. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about the port strike that affected ports all the way from Texas all the way up to Maine. Basically, the whole Gulf Sea seaboard and Atlantic Coast seaboard. Now, this is the first time I think it's happened in like 30 years. You know what I'm saying? People were panicking. People were running out. Got to get this. Got to get that. Woo.
The Tishy Boys was back outside.
I'm talking about I seen folks in Costco and the Sam's Club, and they looked like they was doing XYZ about all these perishable items. That shit lasted all of 4 fucking days. And I'm here to tell you, this is the type of event I be talking about when I'm like, yo, they're creating events in history. Like, they're just going out their way to do shit, right? And I'm not mad at them port workers. Everybody like, yo, 62%, 70%, they outrageous, woo. Hey, guess what? You got to look back at history and pay attention. We've been having massive layoffs all year, haven't we? Yeah. Before all of these massive layoffs happened, a couple of years before that, last year before that, and the year before that, certain companies and certain industries gave their workers crazy raises. Automotive industry.
Yeah.
I think the airlines had a little strike at one point. They got paid. UPS people got paid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Actors
got paid. There's just a few industries that are big in totality where they went to bat for some money and got it. I'm not mad at the port workers for doing what they doing.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
The trend follows with they're all in unions.
True.
The unions is what's actually out here fighting to get all this stuff done, and that's why a lot of jobs are busting up unions. One thing I found very interesting out of this is America's kind of turn on the union. The union used to be an American like staple. Yeah, like they used to be like something Americans was proud of. People used to fight hard to join unions, pay their dues or whatever. But over the course of time, the jobs in America at large have fought back against unions, and it's kind of flipped main normal people's like opinions on them. And I could even say for myself, it's kind of flipped it, because I was looking at this And they start doing these breakdowns of how much port workers make and how much the port boss make in his house and all this stuff. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, damn, if you work a little bit of overtime, you clearing like $150,000 to $200,000 working in port before the strikes and everything. And they putting all their information out, and I'm just like, it's fine. I'm finding it hard to sympathize for these workers that are making so much more than the average American is. Now, go ahead and fight the fight, do what you got to do, because they also fighting the fight of automation. But it just kind of seemed like America at large has kind of turned on unions and their ability, even though we're watching them directly improve people's wages. I guess people kind of looking at it like they taking advantage of these industries and stuff. But
man, I would say, I feel like too that a lot of this was about like job security for real, because you see how they got like robots and machines and all of that stuff taking over a lot of jobs that people could do. So they was saying that they was like, man, you got these machines doing jobs now. I want job security for my workers. So I believe that was like a big emphasis of it too. Because I know what you're saying as far as how much they was making and everything. Yeah. But think about it. They making this much. Yeah, we'll give y'all this money for this little while. But as soon as we get this robot or this machine to figure out your job, peace. Type stuff. We don't have no use for it because we have this doing this, so we don't have to pay you now. Type stuff. The
pushback on that is because I do, like we mentioned that automation was a big part of it, but the strike is over and automation wasn't settled. They got their bread.
That's true.
So at the end of the day, again, not to say that automation ain't important to them, because to your point, and again, taking a business look at this, America has the slowest ports in the world. Because all the other ports in the world have figured out automation and they getting this shit through machines, and shit's just moving way cleaner, much easier processes all around. They also retain more money in those other places because they don't have to pay out to the employees and all these other things. They just paying for the machines, not a handful of course, but a nice amount of employees, and moving on this way. So that's created a situation where America has gotten extremely slow at receiving ports, moving ports around, and getting stuff moving around. That then brings in the automation and the fight that they're trying. Because honestly, they might lose the automation fight. Because that one, you could see from these negotiations how they started going after the leader of the union or whatever. That part of the battle, they might not stand down on, because that is how you make the extra billions. We might have to pay out a couple more millions, not a couple more millions, but hundreds of millions to the employees. But the long-term effect is we about to speed up our process, and eventually we're going to cut down on them employees making that much money. So now that ain't the good way to look at it, of course, because people are involved. But that is what we're dealing with.
So ultimately, if that wasn't solved, so that means was in the long term, was job security not really solved?
No, it wasn't solved at all. If anything, it kind of
sped up the process. In the long
Yeah.
run, it's going to speed up the process.
They're
Again,
It
not
was like
gonna
we'll just pay you, but
we're going to pay you for now, but we're going to get these robots in here.
Yeah, eventually
Wow.
they're going to get in here, and that's the fight that if they do go back to strike, that's the part that they probably should focus on a little bit more, because that's the part that's threatening your job.
Real.
Or whoever coming up after you. But interesting situation. Like I said, I just find it so funny that America has fully turned on unions, because that was like how we got ahead in pretty much every industry.
I've worked with a union. I've had to work a job with the union.
I've never worked for a union, so
You?
I don't have the
You?
experience.
no.
You?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I have.
How do you feel? What's your?
I was at a job that got unionized while I was there. When I was at the dispensary, they got unionized while we were literally working. So, I mean, from what I saw, it was better pay for us.
Yeah.
Even in automotive industry, in that industry, anybody that's been like a warehouse worker, it just kind of put an extra security on not being able to lose your job so easily. Like, I did see examples of that. Like the union, at least for where I was with the automotive industry, I was with Ford. They do a lot of bullshit, but you ain't finna lose your job unless you gotta really be fucking up in there. Like, you gotta be doing something wild, because they gonna keep you in that bitch. Like the job security was there. I've seen them fight for better contracts, pay wise, even like better things within your shifts, like the hours of how it's differentiated, what's like the overnight bonuses, all that type of stuff. Like I've seen all of that change. So,
Well, like we've also watched like corporations like attack unions. I used to work at a casino or whatever, and we weren't unionized or nothing. And that's one of them industries that probably could benefit from being unionized because you're such an individual worker that you probably need someone looking over for you or whatever. And I remember in the rule book, like they just straight up told you, any talks to unionize, you getting fired. We're not about to play this game of you stay around, put you on one strike, 2 strikes.
Get them out of here.
You out of here.
It was
That's
like that when I was working at cold storage. They was the same way. Don't say nothing. Are you out of here?
Hell, our damn wrestling. We love wrestling. They tried to unionize at a high level, and it's like, no, not happening.
Get y'all ass the fuck out of here.
Do you think it's also because maybe we're becoming because the further and further we go as people, we're getting more and more selfish, it seems. Do you think that plays a part in it because people don't want to pay dues?
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I've heard people literally say like, it's been people that are in unions and be like, nah, I don't want to because I can use that money. Like that happens all the time. That happened a lot at Ford.
And I don't know. And again, I've never been in a union. Is the amount that they take like a lot of money?
To me, when I worked the job that had the union, it was maybe like $26 a check. So
that's not enough.
You know,
like that's not enough to get upset.
But it wasn't high.
For protection.
About $52 a month.
So wait. So
I think Ford's might have been higher than that, but it still was.
I ain't gonna lie.
At most, I think it was like $50, but I don't even think it was 50.
Man, 26. I get it up. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, it's like insurance.
To me, it is.
Right? Yeah, I'm paying way more than that.
Well, what would y'all say from y'all experience with unions is the bad of a union? Oh, see, that's the problem. Hey!
Oh wow. Okay.
I think
I'll let him go first.
I think when unions first started, it was people that was passionate about these positions.
Agreed.
So now it'd be somebody that look at that job like a lick. So they just sit
union hours.
Yeah, they don't really be caring. Some of those people, like the higher ups, really care about the employees, but the people you have to interact with, a lot of them don't get no fuck, bro.
I'm here to tell you, like, you work a job, right? You don't like your coworkers. Guess who your union members are? Them same slimy ass coworkers you don't like. The one who don't do shit. The one who just be sitting on their machine not doing nothing. Guess what? That's the motherfucker you got to go file your complaint with. And just because you wrote everything down X, Y, and Z, if they don't file it properly, if they don't do their job properly, then that's where the discrepancy comes in with the union for most people.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle because the people that I deal with in the union, I didn't necessarily care for. But the objective of the union, I'm here to tell you, I definitely benefited from having a union. Just in the simple, regular interactions with other coworkers and them knowing, like, I know, hey, we both know this rule. So if one of us want to push X, Y, and Z button, we have a way to retaliate. Same thing with the managers. We have a way to get on y'all ass. The negative side of that is when you actually have a situation that you need to deal with, you at the mercy of the people who's trying to get it done. And sometimes they don't get it done. And most of the times when you work a job with a union, it's chain of command type of shit. So you might be having a stall out right here and try to go over their head, and this person might listen to you. They might tell you right, but they're gonna still send you back to the original person. So it's a lot of rigmarole and run around that comes with it. But I do ultimately think that the unions do benefit the workers in which they are put in place for. So I do agree with that. But the other side of the port worker shit was, like I said, it's on some fake Y2K shit. Niggas running out, grabbing all this shit. All y'all did was run up all the brick and mortar shops and and they got money. It was like price gouging. You know what I'm saying? Or it's just creating a situation where it's like, okay, we got to spend some money as American citizens. And the reason why I found the port strike timing kind of funny is because I don't know about y'all. I get emails from Best Buy, Target, Amazon, all of them. All of them got like some little sale that's coming up right now.
Yeah.
So,
I got that shit.
So that shit's just fickle to me.
They just added another
They was
Prime Day to
emailing the
Amazon.
Yeah.
Another Prime Day. It's 2 Prime Days now.
Right off of the legs of the port strike, right? So look at that. And I will say this. I knew that shit wasn't gonna last long.
Yeah.
You
No, when they started breaking down the cost of it and like what the effect would be for America for every so often of this, like I believe they said like a month here, like a month with them on strike affected like it was going to affect us for like 6 months.
Yeah. That's why like you gotta
I
think
was like,
about,
I'm like,
And
that
they said it was
can't
like-
go long.
And it's gonna be like $5 billion a day or something like that.
Yeah, but all that ain't the reason why this shit was short. Who remembers the J.P. Morgan Chase ship in Philadelphia? Anybody remember that?
a ship.
A ship. The J.P. Morgan
know nothing about
cocaine ship
No, I don't know.
in Philadelphia. Y'all remember that story that happened last year? They had found that
Last
boat
year?
that had
Yeah.
that had a ton of. It was either last year or year before last. It was a J.P. Morgan ship. The boat was owned by them. It had like trillion or maybe billions or don't. It had a lot of fucking cocaine on
I'm
it.
about to say it's a big ship full
It
of
had
cocaine.
a lot of cocaine on it.
Wow.
They found out who it was owned by. A couple days later, you don't hear nothing about that shit. That's why y'all kind of. I'm surprised y'all don't remember.
I didn't hear
I
about
never
it.
heard about this.
No, you heard about it. I'm positive you heard about it. We potted about it. You just don't remember because that shit came and there was no follow up about it.
They said accounted for. Move on.
So with that being said, that's how I knew them ports wasn't gonna be shut down long. Fuck the retail goods. You got people doing some diabolical things with them containers and them ships. Them people wasn't gonna allow that shit to happen. So whatever you got to give them motherfuckers, cool.
And this is an industry too where like, and again, it's hard to feel bad for these workers that's making such high wages, but in an industry
I want to cut you off. The only reason why I cut you off right there is because I've never done dock work, but I am familiar to the dangers
No, for
of
sure.
dock work. So them already getting paid an exuberant amount of money, I don't have a problem with them being up to 62%. I don't. Because one
No,
thing,
I ain't even talking about the 62. I'm talking about before that they was making.
They was
hundreds of
making
thou-
good-
They said if you work overtime, you pulling 200,000 easy.
Yeah.
And I understand the life aspect of it, but I guess it goes to what you put on because factory workers are putting their life on the line every day as well.
Yes.
Railroad people, same thing.
but the railroad niggas get paid.
But they're not
Warehouse
making
workers,
this money.
them warehouse niggas, them railroad niggas get that type of
But
money after they've been there.
even if they making that much money, if you making 200,000 as a normal civilian with a job, it's hard to feel bad for you no matter what you're doing. It's hard to because niggas is out here making a fifth of that. Remember
True.
when we looked up the national average? I think the national average for black people is like 38,000, 40,000. And you telling them niggas to feel bad for port workers? Yes, they'll start to feel bad because they're workers. But when the news the news showed this nigga house, the shit was over the next
Fuck
day.
the nigga house. I seen the Cardis.
He had a 9-car garage.
I seen the Cardis,
The
bro.
fucking they started
nine-car
pulling in all his
garage.
mob ties and shit. He was like, oh shit. All right,
There's
we done.
also that too, but on the other side of that, I do understand that some of those port workers are African American people as well. So
Yeah, but I ain't putting race on that portion. I can't put race on like
I mean, if you gonna put race on it as us as a people looking at the situation, you got to put race into the people we talking about too.
But
because
also remember, you talking about the same group of people that we have acknowledged that don't like to see black successful people like that.
the dock workers did.
No, I'm talking about we talking about regular black folks watching the TV and seeing a black nigga making 200,000 on strike.
Right.
It's hard. It's hard to feel bad.
I think
for
your
them.
argument is just your common person, but I get what you relating it back to us. But anybody just in poverty looking at that shit like fuck y'all niggas, I do understand that.
And they probably didn't have that at first because they're workers like us. Pay them niggas.
Because
Yeah.
But when they start showing a nigga with a
I didn't
9-car garage,
imagine.
they're making $200,000 a year.
When I first heard it, I ain't gonna lie.
Bro.
I figured they make nice money, but I ain't think they made that.
You gotta think.
No,
I don't think
I
people
already
realize-
knew they made that type of money.
But I don't even think people
But I
realize
thought it was gonna be like 900. I mean, not 900, like 90, 100.
No.
I thought they was gonna be one
I'm
of
signing
them.
up for a doc today.
I swear to God, I started looking like doc.
Well, you know
how
what?
bad do I want to be on a doc?
Right.
We don't have a lot of ports or docks around here, so you're not. But what the railroad is up here, That's what the dock is in those places.
Yeah.
So you know if you get into the railroad, you probably start off mid-20s, low 30s. You know if you're there for 5-10 years, you're gonna be pulling in $50, $60 an hour easy. I'm here to tell you shit. If you've been at the post office for about 20, damn near 30 years, nigga.
See, but then when you look at those people,
Jesus.
but then when you look at those people that's making all that money, how do you feel bad for them? Because when you making $200,000 a year, you're technically
the average salary in the U.S. is only $60,000, and that's just the U.S.
But you know what? But you know what though? You know why?
And that's including them big ass salaries.
But you know why I'm being objective though is because I know there's a longevity and a consistency aspect to it. I know the lifestyle that comes with working those jobs. Those people should be compensated like that.
100%.
Like if you've worked somewhere for 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but I'm even saying, they earned it. And if you earn it,
and that's why I got to cut in to clarify. I get that they earned it. Give them their money. If they got to get $300,000, because a life don't got a damn price tag. If you giving them $500,000 a year, I don't give a shit. But I'm not about to feel bad for you.
True.
Why do I got to feel bad for you?
Facts.
Because you know what? Also, like. You love that money because you're also staying in those conditions.
Right.
I'm not telling you to
signed
leave
up for that shit.
I'm not telling you to leave a factory and again, train yards, they making a lot of money, so I don't want to put them there. But you know how you be in a factory working all those hours and you will maybe reach 100,000?
Yes.
I'm but them niggas got you. Cause I hear you. 200,000? 9-car garage? Mob boss? I'm sorry, it's hard to feel.
Why y'all keep calling him a mob boss? Is it confirmed?
No, that was why they started digging in and said he started taking bribes like through the mob and whatever, and then that's when this shit ended. Papers was signed. The mob stepped in and was like, "Hold up, we got bodies going through them containers."
Whoa.
You gotta.
Allegedly.
You saw The Wire.
Allegedly.
You saw The Wire.
Allegedly.
In The Wire, they were found guilty.
Allegedly.
They was with the chase boat.
As we move off of the port strike, I would like to move into the flood that happened in North Carolina and Asheville. And there's two things I want to talk about there. First, let's talk about this flood. Does everybody understand what happened that really caused this flood to be the flood?
It just looked like the damn hurricane took a crazy ass route.
What actually happened, and fact check it, I could be wrong, but from my understanding, the reason why this town got flooded the way it got flooded is because there was a levee or a dam that broke.
It had to be something.
Some Katrina shit.
And it's not necessarily close to the city, but see, the thing about a levee is it's kind of like right there with the city. This dam was like some miles away, but the spill zone and radius of that bitch was like, and I could be wrong, and I'm just paraphrasing, but maybe 50 to 100 miles.
Like, if you saw the water that was coming in, that water was rushing. It didn't feel like how during the hurricanes and everything, that water came rushing in, of course.
It came
settled
up. This water came down.
It looked like streams pouring through the dams. And because they're so inland, they never have dealt with this shit before.
Well, here goes the other thing behind it. The dam, I think, was elevated from all the towns underneath it, maybe like 100 to 120 feet.
That'll do it.
And the dam itself was maybe like 50 to 100 feet wide. So it cracked and boom. Yeah. Like, I think because we're from the Midwest and a lot of shit is flat out here. But if you've traveled, you live down south.
Yeah.
And even down there, y'all got the hills and shit.
Yeah.
Now, when you get over there by the bottom of the Appalachians, bro, these shits is just, these towns are in the middle of forests, and this shit is a valley. So this water is already above sea level. I couldn't imagine. This shit is just simple gravity.
That's just scary.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's like when you pour water, and it's just, that shit hit what it hit, and it's going to go through wherever the fuck it go through. And so when I saw that, I'm like, damn, America's in for some shit because the infrastructure of this country is very, very old. I've driven a lot across this country, and I be going across them bridges nervous than a bitch. Because I'm like, bro, how long this motherfucker been here? How long is this shit been like this? Matter of fact, Joliet Bridge.
Well, you know that's America's
that
problem.
bitch is.
I was just about to bring that up.
Boy.
They was saying it was like in 2018,
Yeah.
2019, or 2018. They were saying that it was basically like 20% away from just like breaking and breaking down. Then you don't hear nothing else. So I'm like,
did they start working on it yet?
This is the thing. They've been closing stuff out on it, but that's this week. Y'all heard what I said. That was in 2018. They just started closing certain parts of the bridge this week. That's why I don't even take it no more. I'm like, why are y'all closing certain parts of it? Is that joint about to break down?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's and the fact that they was even saying that, warning people about it, and they still haven't taken it down. People still take that route. And now, with them doing construction all over Joliet and Crest Hill, a lot of people are taking that bridge. And it's a lot of traffic there, too.
And I'm going to stop you right there. Now, that bridge is over a dam. Imagine if that little dam just... You know when you go down the back road and it's the little bridge you could take down further down to get across? Yeah. Have you ever looked up and realized how fucking tall that bridge is?
Yeah.
Bro, that water's rolling down. Yeah. That shit fuck up. Think about everything that's flattened in its way.
Well, that's that's America's problem in general right now is we have reached the years where like all of our infrastructure has just aged out. We're entering our European phase. Like a lot of people find it interesting.
Oh, is that why that shit looks so ugly and fucked up over there? You right. Get your shit off me.
Yeah, because that's why a lot of, especially younger folks or people that live there, for instance, they don't really understand the allure of going to see European buildings because they're all old 1500. But that is the allure. The allure is that they've been there that long. But these are old ass buildings that just take up these entire cities. If you go to London, it's not that modern looking compared to what we have or what Japan have or Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is where America was at that time, where it's like we building all this different shit. All of our buildings is skyscrapers with all these windows versus theirs with all this stone. And now our infrastructure is starting to age, and it's not like we just can tear all this shit down and restart. We just got to keep rebuilding it and retooling it and stuff like that. But that's what we're at. America infrastructure is like crumbling all over. And
I think America about to pull to China, though.
What's that?
They're going to go out here. They're going to look at these empty lands, and they just going to start building cities. They're just going to start building shit in places that have never been built and habitated like they've been habitated before. I really think we're going to start seeing potential ghost cities in America.
See, yeah, because that's the major problem, because it's ghost cities now. The major problem is this generation is so connected to each other that we're seeing better. So if I'm living in bumfuck Florida, and I'm looking at Miami, I'm going to Miami. So a lot of these kids in this generation is leaving these little areas or whatever, or getting right outside of the big city and populating those cities. So like a lot of the land that we haven't built in America isn't habitable because it's like
I think it wasn't habitable because of the technology at the time. But go ahead.
But even with that, like a lot of it is like hurricane places. It's places that get too cold, places that constantly get hit with tornadoes. It's like places where if you live there, you might not be living there for long. And the other side is, it's these big states that nobody want to be in. We could build an entire another America probably in Montana or in Wyoming. But is you niggas moving there?
Well, see that, but see that's the thing.
They pay me enough.
But see
I'll tell you this: the eastern states, not the New Yorks and stuff, the northeast, the Maine, Virginias, and all of them, Vermont, especially Vermont, they're paying African Americans to move there.
They are.
Like if you move there, they will help with you a job location, and I don't know the exact amount, but it was like at least $50,000. They're paying you and giving you job placement to move there. But you know what niggas say? The fuck is in Vermont? I'm not going to Vermont.
How long do I gotta stay to get this money?
It was a time span that you had to stay, but I'm not sure on the
we'll talk later.
Yeah, but it's a lot of these. It's a lot of states begging people to come, but once you get there, it ain't like the other niggas coming. So it's like
okay,
it gets a little difficult.
But people should see that and see opportunity in that. I see opportunity.
That's true. That's
I
true.
see a lot of opportunity for like-minded individuals, especially of this generation when it comes to African Americans. It's 4 people right here. 4 families. If we all decided to take our families and go to a particular place, now we can build up our ecosystem. I think that's what they tried to do down in Georgia when they bought the land, and now they're gonna make up a city. Like,
see, but what you're describing,
and that's unity.
What you're describing is what every immigrant group
has done.
Come over and do.
But we need to do it here, though.
Yeah, but I only bring that up because like that it clearly works because they have set up some. Because I'm not even talking about because what we're trying to do is borderline taking on the outskirts of America where it's like shit ain't. These motherfuckers have been so bold. They set up in every major city. They like the Chinese. There's a Chinatown everywhere.
Yeah.
There's areas where Hispanics are everywhere. Now, we've talked about this a billion times, so we don't have to go into it. Their way of getting over here is different than our way of getting over here. Their experience of being here is much different than our experience of being here. So we have traumas that we got to get over before we can even click this. Like when people talk about us not being able to get over slavery or whatever, nigga, our generation today is still feeling that shit because we're still scared to like band together. We still have these thoughts of what if the time we get over slavery is the time we look at a white man and not think that's a white man. Now, if there's ever, do you ever believe that's gonna be a time? Probably not. Well, understand the damn trauma that came with that then. But what you saying though, that's really how you get this shit off. But motherfuckers ain't really ain't gonna do that. They really ain't gonna do that. You know who's doing it though? These rich, I don't even say white people because it is black people popping up and doing this. But these people understand that they got all this space. Nobody want to build here. If I build it to withstand the weather, I could just put a data center here. Data centers is the quickest things popping up in all around the world because we got all this data now, and we be thinking it's cool. It's in the cloud. Yeah, all right, we save it down. But no, your iCloud is somewhere in South Korea. Like your shit is on the computer somewhere. But they gotta find rooms that are big enough to hold all this data, cool off all this data, keep it safe, all this data. So these data centers is popping up all throughout Texas now.
I think that's why certain places, like maybe like Minnesota, North Dakota, might see a little influx. Seattle, because of the weather.
Well, Seattle and Minnesota specifically, what they did was, well, Minnesota I can't speak on. That was more so Detroit. But Seattle specifically is they just accepted tech. These places that accepted tech, it was a quick boost to your economy. Like, cause niggas be thirsty for tech. Tech is holding up our fucking economy right now on the NASDAQ. If Apple and Microsoft was to crash, America's over. Like, that's all it takes for right now. So for like Seattle, they've already boomed. That's one of the most expensive cities to live in. But if you move it out to the sticks of Washington and you throw a damn data center out there, easy money is just, that's kind of boring. Niggas don't want to do data. I got to be on TV. Niggas got to see me.
That's why them NFL niggas starting podcasts. I was arguing with somebody about the NFL niggas, and they was talking about Michael Parsons doing the podcast and shit. He just got hurt. I'm like, nigga, Debo got hurt first motherfucking week of the season. Had Brandon Ayuk on that motherfucker. Like, that's what they doing. They doing that to get their face seen. You're right. Everybody does want to be.
And I can't blame them because, especially because I have this thing where I'm getting tired of these player podcasts because these niggas is just giving fodder to burn their own team, especially Michael Parsons. But on the back end, they've watched not hundreds of thousands, but thousands of players come through the league with helmets on, retire, nobody give a fuck who they are, no ability to make money afterwards or whatever. No, my whole career, see me. Because you know who that worked for? Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham up for the rest of his life. Why? Because the nigga got a mohawk and he caught a pass like this.
Even on
he ain't did shit since.
Even on the lower scale, it worked for Victor Cruz.
Victor had a whole fucking shoot.
I mean, look at Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush. We fight for that nigga Heisman.
Yeah. Like Troy Aikman said, "Hey, stop hitting me. I'm going up in this broadcast booth."
You know who's still getting the bag? Troy Polamalu, because the nigga grew his hair.
Shit, look at Michael Strahan. Michael Strahan is the epitome of what an NFL nigga want to do.
One day, I'm sure it's a lot of kids don't know that nigga ever played football.
Michael Strahan. I
don't know he ever one of the greatest we've ever seen play this sport.
And he was a dog. He just wasn't no regular ass nigga. And you know they be talking shit about the Kelsey brothers and how they rose to fame and however they did with the Taylor Swift shit. Hey, chill. Jason Kelsey was the premier center.
Yeah.
Period. Like
and Travis is one of the greatest tight ends. Yeah. Like these niggas is them niggas. Yeah. When I talk about the podcast niggas, legends. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, niggas that are past the game or at the end of the game, cool.
Michael Parsons, I need a sack in week 17. Could you give me that? 16.
Well, that's that Cowboys, man.
Anything outside of week 1 through 8, you good. 9 through playoffs? Where you at, nigga?
Now we're getting off a topic from what we originally.
Fuck boy. I'm gonna bleep that part out. I got you, Mike. I love you, my little baby.
And we usually do that. But the second part I wanted to bring up with the Asheville shit is, y'all believe they control the weather?
Not for that. I do believe weather is controllable, but not for that.
Not for that.
Yeah.
Think so.
They definitely have machines that they've shown them.
Yeah, the cloud machine, the heart machines.
Yeah, so I mean, they control the weather.
Okay. Because when I saw that, I'm like, did y'all fuck up again with the weather machine? Because you know that's what happened when they flooded the Mississippi not too long ago. Remember that?
I don't remember, but that is, honestly, that could be a backfire because we get so into tinkering with shit. Like, we tinker with the way the fucking weather work. Well, guess what, nigga? Hurricane. You didn't expect that?
And that's how I feel about them hurricanes because, like, who been to Miami? Everybody been to Miami?
Too much.
I haven't.
Too much.
Okay, so Miami don't never get hit, dog.
Never. They've never been hit with a hurricane.
They never get hit. Bro, that is
Never have gotten hit before.
For real? No.
Crazy. Never.
They get tropical storms. They get
They're
flooding.
in Florida. They
But it's
never got hit by a
But
hurricane.
they
because the
don't-
way they reach out.
Tampa get hit. Orlando on the other side has had interactions. Pensacola has never really been hit. Tallahassee get hit. Like, if you look...
Fuck all that. Miami ain't never got hit.
bro.
Yeah.
No.
Especially how
because-
hurricanes be going through there.
It's
Them
a real
bitches
I'm
science.
thinking
Turn
about it
around.
because I've been in Miami.
Yeah. It rained.
Even
hard
on
as
the
shit.
vacation while we were there, I'm still looking like I can't. Nah, this is scary.
No, I mean, you'll be scared, but you can, at least until now, you can rest assured. Because I think Andrews might have popped that motherfucker. But for the most part, they don't get hit with it. It's because of the way that shit is tossed out into the ocean. And then Miami got another layer of land that's kind of blocking it a bit. Like, it's science to it. Like, I just learned
That's
that hurricanes don't cross equators. So there's clearly
The water too hot. Then
it's clearly
kills
some
cold
shit
water.
going on.
So the Atlantic is cool. The Gulf is kind of like in the middle, and the Pacific is the hot. The thing about Miami is Miami sits on the east side of the Panhandle by the cold water. Them hurricanes is the hot water coming into contact with the cooler water, but when the imbalance gets thrown off, that's why you always see them bitches curve on the inside. And like he said, they are kind of protected by land because the west side of like the Panhandle, that's all like marshland and shit. Fort Myers gets smacked.
Yeah.
Where Miami is in relation to the Panhandle is right here. Fort Myers is right here. It's literally on the other side. They ass be getting smacked. Tampa, it kind of sits right in the cusp. They ass be getting smacked. If you look at the way that hurricane went, it went straight up like this. It clipped Florida. It went straight to Atlanta. It went straight to the mountains the whole time.
What I have a question on the hurricanes because I can't verify this, but I've been seeing it more and more from more reputable sources. But I've been seeing that America has been telling like that Carolina area we don't got the money to deal with this shit. And then FEMA is out there helping them. But I saw Elon Musk and other organizations saying that because I guess he's trying to help with Starlink and shit, they're trying to get in to provide support and FEMA stopping it.
Okay.
What?
So look,
It's crazy out here.
this is the
Because
second.
it's all a business still.
This
At
is
the end of the day, it's all still a business.
This is the second time in most recent history that FEMA has looked crazy. FEMA offered $750.
They doing that now too. $700.
Remember who else got $700? All the people out in Hawaii when
Yeah.
that fire happened.
Yeah.
So this playbook ain't nothing new.
These niggas passing out $700.
$700.
Seven from FEMA though,
So
not from the American government. but
America's
from
giving
FEMA.
nothing.
Your
apparently.
whole house just got covered in magma.
Yeah.
I got $700 for you. That's what you're telling me.
That shit is crazy. I couldn't even get COVID money. COVID was what, 12?
Nigga said your house is covered in magma.
Now look, this gonna sound like some borderline racist
I'm
shit.
done.
But look, 700. What did they give the people in Katrina?
I don't know if they gave him
I don't.
anything.
I was in Mississippi when that happened. I don't know if they gave us anything.
Y'all caught effects from that?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
So with
It
that
was-
being
a
said,
lot
Damn,
of-
that
lot
was
of-
a wild time.
Yeah, a lot of kids, man. We have electricity for 2 weeks. A lot of kids from New Orleans came to Mississippi. We was out of school for like 2 weeks.
We got some kids
Yeah,
up there.
down
They
power
came
lines,
during
trees,
Katrina.
all of that stuff. Like we had like
They came
we
out of
went-
school.
You know what? You know what was crazy? Y'all remember them
That shit
gas
was
lights?
wild.
Remember them gas lights from back in the day that people used to like put
Yeah.
Yeah, the lamps.
Yeah, my dad had some of those. We had to use those at night for like 2 weeks. They didn't give us nothing. I don't think we got no kind of money for that.
So if they didn't give people in Katrina shit,
And you know what? They was funding people in the hotels for a second, then they just kicked them all out. They was like, all right, everybody, get out.
so look, the only reason why I bring this up, and I said I was going to make it sound like some racist shit, and
I
it's
didn't even
borderline
think you would
racist
be
what I'm
down
about to
there.
say, but hey, the American government is showing you they don't care if you white or black, because Asheville, them white folk.
Now,
Doesn't
to give you a
matter
second,
if you're black
they don't care if you white in the South.
Okay, white in the South.
If you was white in Chicago, New York, because that's a big part of it too. Them places ain't getting hit with this shit. If them places got hit with this shit, all of a sudden that money we sending over to Israel and all those other countries, we gonna spend that here.
you know
They
what?
don't care about the Carolinas.
You know what? If the city flooded, nah. All the South Side, nah, we ain't giving y'all shit. Now up north, we gonna take care of y'all.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Up
As long
north?
as you understand some part of it getting taken care of.
Not us. I know. Not us.
Yeah.
I know. But yeah, that had kind of led me to think about them controlling the weather.
Not us.
Not like us.
Along with the hurricanes, you see, it's a flight from Florida.
shit.
All the New Yorkers, all the Chicagoans, Texas, everybody from that flew down to New York. I meant to Florida. They're all going back home. It's like the market for a home in Florida is crazy.
Oh, the people
It's
that tried to move down there. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
'cause everybody came down during COVID.
yeah.
And then now everybody, because that's the other part people forget is, and why things are changing really rapidly is because during COVID there was no interest rates. So when those companies laying off all those people, it's because they got all this money to spend on these people because they ain't paying no taxes on these people. Now that shit back.
That's why we need y'all ass back in these offices.
Yes, that's exactly why.
That's why these remote jobs are disappearing.
And that's why people going back home because you can't live down in Florida and work and
And be
whatever the
trying to
fuck.
drive. It's not the same. It's not as convenient. Like it's different when you can live somewhere nice and warm and have everything brought to you and you're working from the house. It's a difference when now you've got to commute. Oh, you might work remotely, but you still stationed out in New York City.
shit. It's a difference when you've been down there for 6 months and you've gotten 7 hurricane alerts. Hey, yo, B, on the block back at the crib, son, we don't got that.
Word to mother.
Word to mother, I ain't going down there for
Get
some
a
shit
little
like
bit
that,
of snow
B.
or something, son.
Niggas had me fucked up, son. Hey, yo, hurricane, somebody.
Moving right along. John Amos, rest in peace.
R.I.P., man.
Dikembe Mutombo, rest in peace.
R.I.P. Dikembe, I just want to mention something for him because he was a real big part of Allen Iverson's life. So I got to really see Dikembe and kind of follow him because I follow players that play with my favorites. R.I.P., man. Went through that brain cancer. He was young, too.
Yeah, 160.
And R.I.P. to Pete Rose.
Yeah.
The original gambler. That's an OG. Original gambler. The OG.
We don't have to spend too much time on that. On those. Now that John Amos shit.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about.
That shit. Go ahead, get your shit off.
Okay, this. Now I want to address a certain, not necessarily what happened with his family, but when they released it, right? They released it this week. So when I seen it, they released that he passed away. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was sharing it. Rest in peace, John Amos. You know, damn, James. You know.
Hey, I came with these
I
niggas,
started
man.
seeing people.
Damn.
That's what they was doing. That's what everybody was like. Everybody was doing that. I know y'all remember that scene. So when people, they was releasing that he passed away, and then it was people like, y'all know he passed away in August, right? It was like people like, oh man, you late. I knew this already, right? It was people doing this on social media. Mm-hmm. Then it was released that the family didn't release that he passed away until that day. That
But they didn't know.
Yeah, no publication knew that he passed away until October 1st, even though he passed away in August. So then when people started posting receipts, I'm like, Why is now? This is the funny thing to me about it. John Amos passed away. That's all that matters here. It don't matter when it happened. It happened. Yeah. Why is it important? Why are you trying to use that as a point to make me look stupid, slow, or behind? He passed away on August 21st. Well, rest in peace.
You just cooked.
Like, rest in peace. You do know that, right? I know it's sad, but you know he was already gone, right? And you over here posting this stuff today. So, nigga, what? Yeah. I'm saying rest in peace to the man. It doesn't matter when it happened, but then it also flipped on them because I found out, yeah, you niggas didn't know neither. All of us found out together. So, like, if people pass away and if somebody just want to post a post about them, you don't even have to acknowledge it. Like,
just let them post.
You was just like, hey, man, you know, yeah, RIP to that person.
I didn't know this was a competition.
Yeah, and that was like, I was seeing that happen all day. I'm like, why are people arguing about? Like, it was people arguing about
Stacey
that.
Dash.
Like,
we do got to draw a line.
What she do?
Oh my God,
What's
go ahead.
You have to draw a line. You know.
What you mean?
When she had found out the DMX died. we gotta draw a line.
All I want to say is, look, whoever decided to keep that in the show, they could have edited that out.
I feel like that's
they
different.
could have edited that out.
I feel like that's different.
That's what I'm saying. We just got to draw a line.
There was like questionable things going on with this. We mourned him in the streets of New York. What the fuck were you?
Well, she had got this song by the black community, right?
I think she.
I mean,
she probably really
Dash
didn't
been
know.
on the fence forever. So.
I'm just saying, she probably really didn't know. She probably was somewhere with Suzanne
ain't
or
that
Becky
Dame Dash
or
cousin?
Yes.
Nigga, you know. You know.
Oh, wait, they cousins for real?
Yeah.
That's real.
Allegedly.
I didn't know that was real. I thought people thought that was a joke. That's real?
From my understanding, they were related.
Oh, wow.
But.
Allegedly.
Now you got me questioning shit.
like Jason Tatum and Channing Tatum, right?
we seen photos. We seen the Tatums.
Hey, look.
I don't even know why that irritates me that y'all do that shit. Like, I don't even know why it makes me mad. I'm not even a fan of Jason Tatum.
Because it makes sense.
But it's just like...
That's why it makes you upset. It makes sense.
Moving right along.
Y'all, that's fucked up.
Moving right along. Now, the same people who did the Nickelodeon doc are now the same people doing the Diddy doc. And I believe they are the same people doing the Chris Brown doc.
You know, I appreciate their effort. I applaud them for going after these people. But at what point do we look at you like, dog, y'all kind of like preying on like all these incidents going on? Like, this is kind of nasty.
Bro.
You waking up every day like, man, who the next cycle? I got to get him.
No.
Shit, that's money.
It is
exactly.
money, but it's like...
Wait, hold on. It's money and it's journalism. It just looks...
Yeah, that's the other part.
It just looks... Look,
it's
hear
always
me out.
been that way, too.
Hear me out. Mm-hmm. I think it's different nowadays. When people used to report on things like this, it took a lot to make something photogenic happen, like a film or a TV series. They had to get green-lighted through so much stuff. But if you wanted to get a story out, you could write that shit. And it could be in a newspaper, it'd be in a book, no problem. You get that shit off easy, right? So we've had examples like this of people going, as you say, after people in vulnerable moments throughout time. I think the difference nowadays is, and it's exactly what we have right here, what we're doing. You used to have to go work for a film production company in order to film some shit. My nigga, look at us.
Outside films.
You get your money right.
I like that.
You get your team together. You get your people right. Some like-minded individuals. We have now produced the show. I think this is the same thing with them. Yo, get your shit off. Because here goes the thing. You fucked me up. Yeah, I don't like nobody tearing down niggas either. But goddamn, that Nickelodeon doc was good. I want to see the Diddy doc from them niggas. I want to see the Chris Brown.
Chris Brown was weird to me.
I don't even care about Chris Brown enough.
But to me,
has he done anything to the levels of any of those things?
We're about to find out. But
that's crazy.
Does anybody know what was it that he went to jail for?
I don't know.
He's got a...
Hasn't he like beat up people a lot?
But see, that's the thing. Your boy got a history. They said he was hitting on Carucci.
No, that's what...
We know he
had
beat up on
Rihanna.
Only reason I'm asking... what was it for? Because I don't know if it was with the Rihanna situation or not that got him locked up. But if it was something to that degree, like he went to jail for the abuse, like what are we aiming for now? That's why I'm like, I feel like that'd be the problem even with like the whole cancel culture thing, because it's just like, okay, now when they go through whatever they go through, like at this point, what is it? Like, what are we doing?
For me,
I went to go look this shit up, and it was just like case after case after. I was like, you know what? But I could confirm he didn't go to jail time for Rihanna. God damn, Chris.
But Chris Brown's got so many moments of being violent, whether it's with women or men.
No, he's a violent person.
So
are they gonna be covering the violence?
So look, because of the celebrity of Chris Brown, one is here to say, if you're a fan, you're probably 50-50 on the fence if you're gonna watch it or not. Cool, I'll take that 50% of people. I'm going to take the other however many percent of people who are going to watch the hate watch. Mm-hmm. And then here goes the other thing, because y'all are getting older, and I've kind of realized this already. Y'all might have realized it, but I don't think it's hit y'all like it's about to hit y'all. Look at what my big bro going through with Diddy. Look at his age. Look how long it took something like that to happen. Mm-hmm. Now, if that man is upset about it, look at all the people who are 30 years and younger than him who might not know everything about that man, but know who he is and want to look up and watch it. Yeah. Same thing. You're just now reaching that point, or y'all are entering that point with people from y'all childhood. See, That's it. I think that is it.
I think the difference between Diddy and Chris's, though, is they stepped on Chris so much his whole career that this ain't even gonna do the numbers that they think it's gonna do. I think a lot because
people that don't like him don't like him.
Yeah, I've been against. I've been against Chris like his whole career to more recently, because that nigga is like Michael Jackson of our generation.
But like, go ahead.
Even me, I don't care to see it, because like, this ain't like Diddy. We finna come through some 50-year salacious thing, and no, it was like a mystery, but we kind of figure it ain't R. Kelly mystery kind of figure. We stepped on Chris Brown his whole journey. He made the reason he salvaged what he could is because he was that damn talented. But we put every fucking roadblock in his way, so it's like, now what?
People don't realize that people don't realize how big he would have been if that moment didn't happen.
Dog, I'm telling you.
I don't think people can grasp it. And
what Michael Jackson did, that nigga
would have been big now. But he would have been way bigger than shit.
With that being said, there's a story to tell. I think Chris Brown resonates with people 25 and up. Mm-hmm. In today's society, children 5, 6, and 7 are curious about all these people. Mm-hmm. And they have a means of watching it. So for me, I'm just thinking about 8-year-old up to a 20-year-old. We got 12 years of people who might be familiar with his music, but don't know how he got stomped out like he got stomped out. Mm-hmm. So now we're going to reintroduce that to a whole new audience.
Okay.
Wait, let me finish. Okay. And on the other side of that, the people who grew up with this shit are going to do one or two things. Mm-hmm. You're going to hate watch. One of three things. You're not going to watch. You're going to hate watch. Or you're going to watch because you curious, because you might have forgot, or you might have just not known. Even though, and to speak to the fact that, it might not be no Diddy shit. Diddy shit is a home run. Nigga, even if I hit a double, I'm bringing some people around the bases. So we going to get to it.
That's the thing.
They going to get
ready. Get ready for that single.
That's so fucked
Get ready for that single.
So you
Diddy no kid grand slam.
Diddy is like,
this Chris Brown shit is a double, but it's ground rule, and I had a nigga on third.
Like, they don't even... Like, cause you know Weinstein and Epstein, they're like higher levels of this shit.
But them niggas not gonna
Them niggas ain't hot.
But exactly,
Diddy is that. Diddy is what R. Kelly Doc did, cause R. Kelly was doing numbers.
R. Kelly had a
this
TV
is about
show.
to surpass.
This
like
is
OJ.
Way past that shit.
Yeah, no, this about
people don't realize. I don't think people realize what we're watching.
We haven't even went to
OJ
court
shit
yet.
Is real. Like,
we ain't even went to court yet. Like, we got to go sit with this nigga.
This is finna be some. That's gonna be some big shit, bro. Yeah. Like that Diddy shit's gonna be wild.
So you saying like these docs and stuff, they're targeted towards like the younger generation, like for real.
James, I'm here to tell you. Follow me. How old are you?
I'm 29 for like a couple more days.
You are already 4 years past what we're marketing to. And what I'm telling you, target audience has always been children, teenagers, people in their young 20s. That's always, shit has always been mass marketed. They are the biggest demographic that everything is marketed to. The reason why is because half of the age range I just named can't buy shit. So I get 1 for 2. I got the kid who's giving me the ad revenue and driving up my watch time. I've got the adult who's bringing me the physical and digital money. And them themselves might become a consumer. That's why all the children movies are low-key PG-13. Because the parents stopped taking the kid to the show to go see the shit because they didn't want to watch it. Now all of a sudden, the parent wants to see Inside Out too. Shorty don't know nothing about this shit. The mom wants to see it. Now the shorty, 1 for 2. 1 for 2. And I'm buying for the kid just like I'm buying for myself. 1 for 2. Marketing. It's beautiful. It's always directed towards the children. And the most euphoric time of your life was when you were a child. So anything that can bring back the nostalgia of being that carefree or being that just, loose in the world, pause. You are going to invite yourself to that as an adult. That's why adults go to theme parks. That's nigga. Me and my bro will probably get drunk one day and go up to Uporium and just play some arcade games and go shoot hoops. Yeah. It brings back a jovial spirit. Yeah. You gonna pay for that experience, just like you're gonna pay for your shorty to have that experience. That's why they want more kids being born. Like, I could rabbit hole this shit, but I'm just gonna stop it right here.
Shit, that's low key the reason, taking it to our example, that's low key the reason WWE is alive. Because all of, like, this boom that they going through right now, these are all John Cena kids. Yeah. John Cena kids are now able to spend money. They're spending all this damn money on whatever the fuck WWE want, and they bringing their kids.
That's true.
Now that kid grow up, probably go with dad and granddad and their kid.
Or even if they don't, it's kind of like take what the theory I'm giving to you and relate it back to sports, right? Like my pops from Cleveland, he loves Ohio State, right? I hate Ohio State. I hate anything about the state of Ohio, but that forced me to go find the opposite. So growing up, I used to love USC football and Michigan football. You got me into the sport. You got me a commodity that I like. And bro, I tell you, out of all my sports loyalty, because everyone knows I have no loyalty.
No, you wouldn't.
The only thing I'm loyal to, win or lose, go blue.
Yeah. No, I
and my White Sox. And my White Sox.
That's like your second home, man.
What, Michigan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I spent
because you like an ambassador for it.
I spent most of my 20s and part of my 30s in Michigan. So
yeah, I hear you talk about it almost as much as you talk about here. Like for real.
Yeah, I got time period.
That actually makes sense though.
I got multiple lives. So moving forward, now we passed the topics. It was a light week. Light pack. Nothing really happened. But Brother James,
all the topics.
Yes.
Yeah. Damn. I mean all the.
I know, but I just like damn.
Brother James.
Yes.
Can we tell these brothers real quick about not story time?
Story time.
All right, I'm gonna tell my part and come on, now work with me.
I got you.
All right, follow my lead.
I got you. Yeah, I got you.
Same interview supposed to drop like 5:00 on Thursday. I'm literally trying to kill time to get closer to the time so I could go ahead and post the audio pod so it kind of lined up with the drop at 5. I get a fucking phone call. Like 4:28, maybe 4:18. I don't know. I was doing something to where I didn't want to be interrupted. And guess who calls me? The man of God himself.
Hey! Hallelujah!
Brother Jim.
Hey!
Now, before you cut in, I'm like, I'm going to tell you the truth. I looked at the phone and I said, what the fuck this nigga want? The fuck, man?
Especially a call.
Why are you calling me? But go ahead. And on the other side, I pick up the phone and I say, hello?
All right. So this day was already a crazy day for me. All right. The morning was wild. All
Good.
right.
I like how you leading with context. Go ahead.
Yeah, the morning was wild. So my attitude was already off from like the morning. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't typical jovial brother James. I was in the whole.
I hate when that nigga called me too.
So as that day's going on, man.
He said
jovial brother James.
The two brother James.
Jovial brother James.
No, there's
calling
a few,
to talk
there's
shit.
a few brother James.
Yeah, I have many hats. No, but so I was already like thrown off by that, right? And then also too at work because I need to get overtime. I'm talking to my managers all day, trying to get them to let me come in for overtime. Nobody's giving me the answer I want, so that's another aggravation because I got stuff I got to pay off. So I'm aggravated about that too. Some other goofy stuff that had happened earlier. Then
mad now.
My wife hits me up. She's telling me that, hey, I'm short of breath. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel well. I need to go. She was just talking about going home or something like that. I'm like, nah, I'm going to get off early. I'm going to take you to the urgent care. You know what I'm saying? And my wife has bronchitis and everything. So she doesn't, she hasn't had an inhaler since she had COVID.
Wait, pause. I only played them sounds because kudos to him for taking care of his wife.
Oh, right.
You can tell. You can tell.
Turn up! Let me go check the wheel. Whoa! Jesus Christ!
Clap it up.
Cough it up.
Yo, cough it up.
Man, tell the story, man.
Go ahead,
I'll get my ass canceled.
All right. Hey. So I'm trying to. So think about this. I'm trying to get overtime, but now I got to get off early. Mm-hmm. So I'm getting off early. So I'm already worried. You know what I'm saying? My wife, we have one car, so she has the car. So she's driving to me. I'm worried about her driving to me, and she's short of breath in that state. Mm-hmm. So I can get off and actually take her to urgent care. Mm-hmm. So that's already got me flustered. I got off early. I'm sitting there waiting for her to get there. As soon as I get off and I sit on the chair for her to pull up and come and pick me up, I get an email. And because we're all connected, you know what I'm saying, to posting the stuff on the page for content and stuff like that, I'm connected to his email. And then I get an email and it says his whole name. I don't want to say his whole name, but it says his whole name. And I'm confused. German. I'm confused. So I'm like, why am I getting an email that said his whole name from YouTube? Mm-hmm. And then YouTube was like, we took it down your page. Now, mind you, I was already upset about this about something earlier goofy. I was already having a frustrating day at work trying to get overtime. Then my wife calls me. I'm worried about her, and then that happens. It was like everything that could go wrong that day was going wrong.
All right, scale of you pick. Which one concerns you the most?
I'll put it this way. What concerned me the most was my wife.
Don't talk about his PTO, nigga. He locked in. He locked in, nigga. He locked in.
This nigga fucking lying.
No.
Fucking lying.
My wife concerned me the most.
What's your fucking problem, man?
Look, I preferenced it before the pod. Are you sure?
Wait.
Nigga said he wanna
all you gotta do is say no. My wife, move on.
Listen. No, my wife.
Oh, they got you fucked up,
nah, bro.
Tell your story.
I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this.
Stop playing with my boy, man.
I'm gonna say this.
We hiding.
Nick has validity. Why? I'm about to explain why he has validity to say what he's saying. Okay. So when I get the email, I'm talking about they took it down. I called Nick. I'm frantic as hell. Bro, they talking about they took the YouTube down.
Boom, back to me. Back to me.
Could y'all do this like Diddy and Big did at the beginning of
Back to me.
Man, stop playing.
Damn.
I'm like,
no, he answered the phone. No lie. That chill and everything.
I'm like, I'm literally on the phone, like, because
what?
The whole way he just told y'all all that shit, he told me. So I'm like, okay. And in my mind, I'm like, bro, your wife is over there with shortness of breath. and you own my phone.
You didn't know that
Let
yet.
me. It's my turn.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't know that yet, though.
No, I know.
He trying to paint a picture. He trying to paint a picture.
He tried to skip Bayless. It's my turn.
But he did find out.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Before he
found out.
He did tell me about the pod shit.
It's my turn.
He did tell me about the pod shit. Right, you right. You did tell me about the pod shit before you told me about your wife. So now that you told me about the pod shit, and I'm like, all right, bro, let me get on the computer, see what's up with it. Then I'm thinking we finna get off the phone. Then he goes into telling me about his wife. And that's when I'm like, bro, you got some potential life. Woo changing shit going on, bro. Like, worry about your wife.
Nick, you're not understanding the priorities.
Now look,
Stop. You gotta stop right now.
Now look.
You have to quit.
See, that's firm.
Baby.
That's all I was looking for.
You are my priority, baby.
Look how firm this is.
Wifey, you my priority because she was actually with me, okay?
This nigga birthday coming up. He
needed to hear the OG Common voice, and then he was locked in.
But look.
And so wait, hold on.
Okay.
So the nigga told me about the shit thing. We finna go off the phone. Now he telling me about his wife, and now he going. He having his little brother moment. He's venting, and I'm like, dog. Back to me being an asshole. I'm like, dog. I hope your wife's okay. But you just told me about the pod. It's about to be 5 o'clock. Get the fuck off my phone and let me see how to get the fucking page back. God damn, nigga. And so he going. So at the same time, I'm texting Shu. We all going back and forth. We do a conference call. You know what I'm saying? We get done with the conference call. And I'm here to tell you the truth. I did the conference call to get you the fuck off the phone. I literally ended that shit. All right, brother, let me talk to Shu about this and I'll hit you back. He's like, all right. Gets off the phone. I'm talking to Shu like, all right, man, what the fuck is up with this shit, man? He like, man, they talking about this, that, and third, yada, yada, yada. Make a long story short, YouTube was glitching that day. They was pulling people pages. They was putting them back up. They said we was doing deceptive shit, scamming, just that, and the third. Yeah. And even like Brother James, I was a little hurt. I was like, damn, man, I was hurt because we had the interview finna come out. Mm-hmm. I wasn't hurt that the page was gone. I'm like, bro, we get it back up in a day or two, whatever. Cool. We'll figure it out. I was hurt because I'm like, shit, we got this fire ass interview. We've been promoting it. Woo. You never want to look like you flogging. You know what I'm saying?
Like you wasn't ready.
Exactly. Yeah. You always want to look like you got your dukes up. And
no, trust me, that was a part of it too, because something that I did leave out the night before. You remember I was up to 2 o'clock in the morning.
Bro was up editing.
I was up to 2 o'clock in the morning editing and putting shorts together.
Oh, so you was sleep deprived too.
Yeah, so it was literally like
he was angry.
When I tell you this, literally when it was like, I had got off of work the day before. You guys, my wife, we went right home and I got right to doing that, and I was doing that all night. And then I had that, so that's why I was like, when I seen that, I was frustrated. I'm like, bro, I just put in all this time. You mean to tell me this is gone?
You know what? Not to cut you off. Hey, Mrs. Brother James, love and appreciate you. I'm gonna meet you in person soon, and I don't want you on no type of BS with me. Okay, so I'm trying to clear I can't speak for these two niggas, but me, Reed, short nigga, dark skin. Hey, love you. I hope you're okay.
She heard you.
Get well soon.
I'm gonna say this. She heard you, right? So like, you was connected to the car speaker when you was like, "Hey, bro," it was like hang up, like take care of your wife. Oh, yeah. She heard you say that. So, and then she was just like, and when I hung up and everything, she was like, "Babe, it's okay." She was like, "It's okay. I know you real upset." She was like, "I know you talk," because no lie, I talked to her about this. Like probably 60% of the time. I'm not even playing. I'm not playing. So I'm just.
No, let me go.
She knows the importance.
I'm so glad we got cameras now, so y'all can see the person I told y'all Meech is.
What I do?
No, say what you gonna say.
I wasn't about to say nothing.
No, you was finna say something.
I was about to say nothing.
What did I say? What I thought Meech was thinking? And I'm like,
before he continued, these are the thoughts. I'm like, the short one, dark skin. Hello.
Now that he said it, I'm like, damn. She even like, damn, this nigga care more about the pod than my black ass.
No. That wasn't the case.
That's
man.
why she's like, it's
That
not.
that wasn't the case. Look,
She said,
look.
wait, she said, I'm gonna start breathing so you can post it at 5, nigga. Damn.
No.
Hey, look. They ain't got the urgent care. They got the urgent care.
He on his phone.
He look at her like, you need me? You think they gonna let me come in there and go in there? She like, you can stay in the car. It's okay. I'll go and buy.
No, the reason why is because after COVID, they only let a certain amount of people in urgent care.
You're her husband.
No, I know.
They're gonna let you in.
No, the last time they did it, this is what I'm saying. We had
What was the last time? What year was
it?
it?
We had after I think it was like 2022.
Nigga, it's 2024. It's 2 different times.
I'm just saying, they didn't let me in. They was like, you got to sit and wait in the car. And then that was still the case then. She hit me up and was like, yeah, just wait in the car. That's what she
Fuck
told
them
me.
niggas, Jay.
Okay.
Fuck them.
I know what they're doing.
Alright.
I'm telling you though,
Okay.
it was
Brother.
bad timing, bro. Like that, I was having a super emotional day. My money was getting messed with. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was losing control of everything. My money was getting messed with. The stuff I do in my leisure time was getting messed with. You know what I'm saying? Like, number one, above all of that, my wife, she wasn't feeling well. And like I said, she hasn't had a bronchitis attack in like 4 years. So that's why it was just like, when she told me what was going on, she was even downplaying it. She was like, yeah, I'm about to just go home. I'm about to just go pick up the package from my stepmom's house. Then I'm going to go home. I'm like, no. Like, you're like, come and get me. We about to go to urgent care. So, like, it was a lot that was, like, happening all at once. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know if people understand how therapeutic this is for me. Because I didn't have nothing like this before this. You get what I'm saying? So, like, that's what I'm saying. So, and then, too, like I said, dedicating time to it, man. I just wanted to see everything. Because I was like, man, we getting the ball rolling. We getting traction. The short was doing good numbers. Saint was like promoting it, and I'm like, dang, like this episode's supposed to be going on. So it was literally like all of that. And I'm like, dang, I'm like, we didn't do nothing.
Fuck that bronchitis.
So man, I was
Sister
just
James,
like,
we're super happy you are.
Fuck this bronchitis, man. Get your ass out the car.
I'm giving them shit because they've been giving me
Ain't
shit all
wrong.
week.
You know what? We should have went home.
She was feeling great, man. She was feeling great,
All right,
man.
come on, let's get up.
I love her. I love you, baby. I love you. You are my priority.
Let's
okay, but nah, I gotta say this now because you niggas will put me all the way under. Y'all just bury me.
That's them
baby.
niggas.
Say it on the
You
pod.
you are my priority, baby.
Say it
You
on
are my priority.
Yeah,
I
clip
love
this
you,
shit up.
baby.
Clip this shit up on the pod.
Yes, that's what
And
I'm
run the
gonna
numbers
do.
up.
Because they just changed the narrative of what was really happening.
Make this pod content.
Alright.
Yeah. Pod
I
content.
I love my wife more than anything
Oh,
else.
shit, now you
I love my wife.
Hey, you finna turn into Chance the Rapper.
No, I am not Chance the Rapper.
I heard J. Cole the MVP.
No, he was
right,
wilding out.
you're right.
He was wilding out.
All right,
Forgot about that part.
Moving
I heard your
forward.
boy J. Cole the MVP of this year.
The MVP of this year?
Or the best rapper this year.
Really?
That's what
Well,
I've
to
been
me,
told.
he's the best rapper every year. So, you know.
Okay. All right, what was going
Moving forward, let's get
Cold world.
let's get into film.
I remember when I used to say that.
Did anybody watch the newest
That
episode of
sounded
Fight
like
Night?
saying the
Yes.
How do we feel about Fight Night?
Man.
Come on, you talk because you ain't been talking.
Bitch, I have been talking. Don't fucking playing with me. I have been speaking. Y'all niggas was having fucking extended story time. Fuck I'm supposed to say.
We was figuring it out.
Damn.
We thought it was Instagram.
I got an edible right now.
Yeah, hey, and with
That
being said,
shit.
hey,
Whoop it.
hey, okay, cool. Good to know because I'm about to pop one after this. I was a little pissed off with y'all niggas when the shit was going because I literally said in the chat like the
Bro,
YouTube
neither
is
one
gone.
of y'all niggas responded.
Yeah, these niggas
I was
don't
at
like
work.
These little niggas like, oh shit, the pain. I think, oh shit, okay, all right. Talking about, oh, we thought it was the Instagram.
Well,
we literally
What
said
the fuck could I do?
the YouTube got taken down.
You acting like the people that be like, y'all ain't gonna be talking about the bombing?
No,
We
no, no.
needed more.
I ain't got a detonator. What you want me to do?
I swear to God, I even said, damn, the YouTube, I mean, the Instagram is, and it was like follow up and everything. And then niggas was like, it's back.
No, I just, it came
I
back
didn't
that
get
quick.
the call from brother that the world was ending. I got the text that it's down and it's back.
Yo, to be fair, whenever something like that is going on, I do only hit Nick up. So you know what?
And you know
My
what?
apologies.
Good shit.
No, don't be sorry.
Good shit.
Don't be sorry.
Keep that up. Keep that up.
Yeah,
Doing
Meech
your
like,
shit.
Meech like,
Don't hit
call
me up, nigga.
Even beyond that.
You could call me.
Piss this nigga off.
The most you gonna get from me is damn.
This nigga don't know how to use the calculator on the phone. What the fuck you been telling about YouTube?
James, this is a call back.
Hold on. You got me fucked up. I know how to use my calculator.
All right, pull out your phone, go to calculator, and go to math notes.
This ain't about me right
Go to
now.
math notes.
This ain't about me right now.
Oh shit, there's some notes. Oh shit. Fuck is this nigga talking? We got notes? The fuck you mean we got notes?
Not too
Man,
much.
what
Not too much on my homies.
What the fuck? What, I don't need to use that. So what I'm looking for?
Look. Common knowledge. Ain't that common? A yard, nigga.
Look,
You know what fucked me up? And then we get off of it. What fucked me up is realizing the 100-yard dash is running the football field. That fucked me up. Let me tell you why. You know how many times every... No. Do you know... No.
You wild as hell right now.
I said it wrong. I meant meters. The 100-meter dash is pretty much the football field. Do you know how many times we be watching niggas slow down on the field? Ain't none of them niggas fucking with track niggas. Doing that 100 straight through?
yeah, that's why they call Cheetah. That's why them track niggas respect.
All right, Cheetah might fuck with them.
Anyway, moving forward. Let's get in the film, man. Fight Night. Did everybody watch Fight Night?
Yeah.
How do we feel about this last episode?
Hey man, I didn't expect that many niggas to die that quick.
Now
It was good.
Now that is a cat call back to the Black Nation and all them older films. That's how they be murking niggas off.
It's blaxploitation.
Blaxploitation. There you go.
Hey,
been
saying
saying
this
black-
shit every week.
I say
Every week this show been out.
Black-
Burn it apart.
Blaxploitation.
Blaxploitation.
It's blaxploitation.
I see that X and be like, huh?
But not, hey.
That shit pisses me off. I feel you.
Hey, I will say this, bro. With the part, it was a part with Don Cheadle when he went to go help the store owner. You know what I'm saying? After they had problems.
Ooh, that shit pissed
That made
me
so-
off.
No, but Kevin Hart's reaction was so appropriate to it. He was like, "He all right? You good now, Officer Sambo? You want to save some more white people?"
Bro, when he was like, when he broke down the Easter shit and
Bro.
what could be in the back, I was like, this nigga's funny as hell. He can't help but to be funny.
Nah, Kevin Hart's smoking this role.
Yeah, he
and I think
is.
because the way they presented the character, he can be as jovial or as funny as he wants
His
to.
name's Chicken Man.
Yeah, that's his name, Chicken Man.
So we like the episode. We like the direction the show's going.
Man, when they shot that little boy, my mouth dropped.
Yeah, I
wasn't expecting
I ain't expect him to get
No, but
smoked
I ain't
like
gonna
that.
hold you. I didn't expect the main guy for the robbers. I didn't expect him to.
I
die.
didn't think Mac was finna die. I
Yeah.
thought he was gonna be the one to make
When
it.
I was
too.
like, it was just back to bang, bang, bang.
Well, that's
I was like,
why.
what the
yeah.
fuck?
That's
that-
why it
that-
was such a good scene
'cause
because
they all
all
got-
the unexpected people got killed by all the unexpected people you didn't expect them to get killed by.
Yeah,
That's
the
true.
one that lived is not who I expected
The
to be.
young
That's a
nigga,
fact.
the young nigga been caring about. I mean, the old nigga Mac been caring about the young nigga this whole time. He kills him. The other nigga like, damn, you killed my homie. I smoke you.
Yup.
And then this nigga like, damn, little boy, my man, what the fuck? Oh shit,
He
well,
started bonding with him. Yeah.
oh shit, well, I got to smoke you too.
You
I
know
like
what?
their relationship too.
That's what I was
what
about
they
to
building.
say. Because you see how dude was careless. He was careless up until dude said, "Hey man, take little dude out." And then that's when he started having trouble and all. Because he like, man. And I think that was a crazy thing, that is just to really see the human side of him. Because the whole show, you don't see that of him. You just, this dude is dark. And then like, as soon as it came down to that, he was like, man. And then even when you see that Buddy, little dude, killed dude that basically raised him, trying to protect him. And I'm just like, man.
That's
so
what
that
really
even-
fucked him up.
Yeah, and
You
that's
gotta
why
feel like a piece of shit for that shit
right.
too.
And I'm just like, man. And so I think that was even the thing too. But I think that revealed too, because I thought when he was like, yeah, I'm gonna put you on, all of that stuff, I thought he was just messing with a dude, like, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna get here and I'm gonna kill you and I'm gonna take the money. He was actually probably really about to do that stuff.
Shit, to add a deeper level to that damn circle, the nigga was mad that Mac got killed. They killed the little boy because Mac had saved that nigga life when they was in the army.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, so
that
even
scene
though
was deep.
Even though he went out there to take care of Mac, he might not have taken care of Mac, just like dude probably wouldn't have took care of the little kid. Yeah. Everybody probably would have made it out if little folks weren't quick trigger, but obviously I didn't.
And so with that scene alone kind of elevates this show for me. Mm-hmm. I'm like,
because it take a certain type of show to show him get shot.
Yeah.
Like usually they'll do it, but they'll just show him on the ground type shit.
Yeah.
They showed him get smoked.
Now the show is invoking the emotion out of the viewer from what it's set up. Mm-hmm. I kind of like what's going on with Shorty, with Taraji, and Samuel. Yeah. She's gonna smoke him. She gonna kill him. She gonna kill him. She gonna kill him and take over. That's how that story plot goes.
Or take over with
the funeral shit.
Yeah, with you talking about the black nigga,
California?
No,
Cadillac.
I mean Cadillac.
Or she might kill David Banner.
David Banner dead.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
She did kill him.
Okay, so she might end up killing Terrence Howard. I'm sorry. She might end up killing Terrence Howard, and then
working with Terrence, or working with one of them. I don't think she's taking nothing.
She might end up killing Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, she might end up doing that too. So
and take over like his empire and everything. Because remember they did what did they call it? They did like a foresight in the first episode.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Well, you know what though?
They had Samuel Jackson had the gun pointed at Kevin Hart on the ground, but that was all they showed.
Okay, we got to get to that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That was all they showed. They showed that. So I'm like, and now you hear it's a gunshot, but they take the camera away, so you don't know who shot who.
Oh, so somebody probably shot Sam.
Yeah, and so now this episode was really good.
The next episode, the finale, right?
Yep,
I think so.
So that'll be it.
That's the last one. It was really good.
Speaking of finales,
so you know how they like that scene we talking about that we love? It was just bang, 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 niggas dead. Why didn't we get that in Power?
That's what I wanted. That's what I've been asking for this whole time.
Not only did we not get that in Power, we got the complete opposite. It was bang, nigga alive, bang, nigga alive. Oh, he alive. Ah, he alive.
Yeah,
everyone's alive.
Yeah.
Was that the finale?
Yep.
Yes.
It's supposed to be the end of Power.
No. Did you see?
It's supposed to be.
No, it's not the end. Like,
did y'all see the hashtag at the end of the show? Did y'all see
he going to Chicago. We about to see him up the block.
Fuck that. Look, I think people forget that anytime a show ends, it's canceled.
Nah, not necessarily.
When Cheers ended, it was ended because it was canceled. Friends was canceled. All these shows.
Those are different types of shows.
Yeah,
look, listen.
Those are like long ass
The
shows.
proper term for ending a show is a show being canceled. So when they said that this particular Ghost is canceled after the 4 seasons, I'm like, okay, let's see how this storyline goes to see if you are actually ending, and this is the end line of this universe. No.
That was definitely
50 Cent is about to General Hospital this shit.
Oh, yeah.
This shit is never ending. It's going to keep jumping from book to book to book to book to book, side saga to side saga. We're building up this character. We're building up that character. Think about this. We still have to finish Raising Kanan, which is going to lead us into Tommy and Ghost ending up with Kanan. So we got a whole plethora of time to tell about that. We got to show you how they met, what they done been through, how Ghost turns into Ghost, and how Ghost ends up fucking over him at the end. We got to bring in Natasha. We got to bring in young Angie. We have a whole plethora of shit right here to go off. On the other side is that I still have to introduce Tommy and all his shit into the Tariq universe. And with all of those characters, I still have Diana, Drew, Kane, all of these other characters who I can now give their own little timeline to. Because Braden too.
Drew get to go draw, y'all.
All of them.
Go draw, y'all.
All
of them. Diana, she the new Monet.
Diana's the new Monet.
She made me sick this whole episode.
You got Drew who might go off. He might come back. We don't know. Kane ain't going nowhere. You still got Ghost Jr. We're bringing back Ghost.
He literally said
we're bringing back Ghost.
He said, so you are basically a ghost.
I guess.
We still have a drug organization.
It's amazing watching the
Ghost
spin-off grasp on the Power community.
Oh no, that nigga.
This last episode was
He's not coming back.
He's coming back.
What they call it, backdoor pilot or something like that.
What?
This is low key a backdoor pilot. I think that's what they call it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, like, because I'm like, it didn't end. It literally ended this story. But it's literally a cliffhanger as to how it's about to end up.
Because I think from here,
Tate. Oh, my bad, not to cut you off. You still got the Tate. You still got Tate coming back to end up killing Michael Ealy because he's just going to jail. He gonna get off on some type of technicality.
They knew they didn't have time to wrap that shit up.
No,
so they left him alive. So at first I hated the decision. I kind of like it if y'all not gonna wrap it up. If y'all coming back,
he got a lot. And here goes another thing. They're not leaving stars either. He ain't leaving stars.
No,
he ain't leaving. I think he's still. I think the side saga shit is gonna get off on his shit.
I don't even think so. I think if it does, it'll be the kids type shit, new actors and everything.
Drew and them, yeah.
Well, not Drew and them, but like if he did the Tommy and when Kane meets Tommy.
Origin's gonna be on that one. Origin's gonna be on Stars. I think.
Oh yeah, that might.
I think the side characters of our main stories are going to get their sagas played out over here. You might get a roller show over here. You might
a roller show.
Roller.
Wow, no, don't do that.
Because it gives you roller gives you early Ghost.
Yeah.
Early Tommy.
Yeah.
It's like the MCU. This just superhero gonna jump in here for. It's like Ragnarok.
You know what? That's how fucking Ghost coming back.
Roller die like in the first season?
Yeah, he did. But he meant so much to Ghost. Yeah. And they were as thick as thieves.
I think they would probably just tell it through Kane when Kane go to jail. Kane didn't go to jail. Then it becomes Ghost story. But that's how they bring a Ghost back. This nigga just gonna narrate it like 50 did.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just want to say this.
I don't want that.
But he's gonna end up coming back in the,
I want to say this when it comes to Kane. All right. I ain't gonna lie. That scene pissed me off.
That shit was poo.
I was like, this so fake.
Which one?
When he killed Noma.
Oh, yeah. It was
okay. Y'all, go surrender. They're not going to kill you. Don't get killed. But I got to do this for Monet.
And you ran away in an open hangar while dripping blood in that.
Bro, and they didn't see you. Where did you run?
He had his Tyler Perry moment. We've had those moments.
They shot him twice.
Zach, can I set this scene up for you?
He got away.
Let me set this scene up for Zach.
In like 3 seconds.
This is one of the things I had that I definitely want to touch on. So you've seen big pause. You've seen pause on the big pause. You've seen
pause on the little pause.
You seen airport hangars, right? We watch Rick Ross. He got an airport hangar. You see how open it's just open. It's a fucking airport. It's open.
Yeah,
it's just open.
Yeah.
So the police come. They're in there to try to set up Norman to kill or whatever. They're in the hangar. Police come. It's nowhere to run. It's a fucking hangar. So 2 of them come out. They tell the
we're
other
unarmed.
One the other one say, I got a plan. I'm about to do something. This nigga fucking touched his forehead
goes
and disappeared
outside.
or some shit.
Yeah, he goes outside.
Ran around the police.
Doctor Strange.
Remember, this is a hangar. There's nothing. There's no walls or nothing. He ran around and ducked behind her while she's watching shit. And then when the fucking, I guess it's time, this nigga pop up like Undertaker and fucking talk to her, blah, blah, blah. Shoots her. She came with the police. So they're all like as close as us.
The drug dealer who y'all been trying to get comes with all the other police because y'all shot up her daughter. Now when when Diana smoked her,
I ain't gonna lie, that surprised me. That actually caught me off guard. I was not expecting that. I wasn't. I really.
I was waiting for Noma to get like hit in the head. Like,
no, when I heard the first shot, I thought she did, and then when they turned the camera back, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Noma. The lady was a great actress. The way she was screaming, holding her, I was like, yo. That was like some real. She was like,
nah, she ate.
I was like, hey, she went crazy that scene, bro. Like she really lost her daughter.
But to finish the hangar scene, after he did that, the police turned around and shot him. Twice. He bounced off the car.
Ducks behind the Ford Explorer that's next to the plane.
Next to the cop car.
The back of the Ford is facing the airport where the
plane goes out.
Yeah.
Free space.
So the side that he on, if he runs directly behind him, he runs into the plane and then the whole other open side of the hangar, which is the wall.
You just think about Grand Theft Auto. If a nigga run out of a plane,
you're
just in front of me.
Yeah. So they shoot him twice. He ducked behind the car. They do the zoom in shot of the one cop who decides to walk up because no other cop come up from behind.
Even though it was like 6 of them.
It was more than that. Yeah. He come up, he gone. All you see is a trail of blood.
That's it. They ain't try to pursue another.
Nigga turned into Jesse Owens.
They ain't say, hey, look for him. They just
that nigga woke up in the trap.
That was the end of the scene.
With Effie.
hey, Effie, you be holding it down for niggas. Shorty gave up her whole LA bag to this bonehead motherfucker.
And
To go to school.
stupid. He ain't in your boss.
That was
And then he was like,
You work for the original nigga. He was fucking
like-
who you was in competition with from the beginning.
right,
You lose. And then he got Braden. Braden ain't Tommy. Braden's a worker.
right, yeah.
hey,
Braden's low key a fiend.
this is what I be.
No, he is.
You know, I went online and I was expecting people to bash this shit, but people love the way Tyreek handled everything. Tyreek told that nigga, "Look, we not partners. The way you be fucking up. Now, if you can leave, or you could just do some shit that I tell you to do."
Bossed up on his ass.
Hey,
That nigga said, "Okay."
They were online. They was clowning the line. They was clowning the line that Braden said.
What he said?
Like when basically when they had got Carter and was like, "Hey, you going down?" And then Braden was like, "Yeah, so you can't threaten us anymore." And everybody was like, "Nigga, that did not need to be said."
but
Like, that's
my nigga-
apparent with everything.
I be seeing my nigga Braden in real life though. He lit. He be doing all the little dances. With,
Yeah, he be looking like
to-
Baker Mayfield.
He be out there with all the rappers and shit. He is literally his character. I can imagine he was from a well-off family, super good, and then 50
So he's Aiden Ross.
Yeah.
Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross
then
just
Tasha-
apologized. Did he apologize to LA?
She good.
That nigga was scared.
No,
of
don't
LA.
care. Go get
Apparently,
his ass.
LA was about to get on his ass.
Go get his ass. You see Sneak on that boy was like,
One thing I will say about Tyreek that I actually like about him better than Ghost. He's fully embracing that. Okay, I'm a piece of crap, and
I'm not gonna lie.
be in the streets. And Ghost
He was
wasn't.
in it. But that's because Ghost had been in the streets, and Tyreek ain't hit what Ghost was when Ghost was
Yeah.
trying to get out.
yeah.
That's true.
Ghost
That's
was
true.
in it
Yeah.
for a long time.
You're right. He had a struggle. You're right
Man,
about that.
Tyreek
You're
is
right.
brawny. Ghost is brawn.
Also,
That's true. That's
when the fuck did Tasha start learning to listen? This nigga told her get out of town, go, and she all of a sudden okay.
Well, look at how it's her son though. Remember everything she went through in the original Power with him.
Yeah.
That's why I also thought she wouldn't have went no fucking where.
No,
I think they was trying to wrap her story up.
I think she's completely sold on her. I think she's still gonna be in the next series.
I think she's
no,
gonna
for
get
sure,
murked.
for sure.
And
I think she gets murked.
Ooh,
I think because of what you said.
she got to though. Yeah,
I think she gets murked.
She got to.
because we
be
still
nice.
have that cliffhanger of, hey, it was Tasha Mama that came after Monet, but they kind of wrapped that up because she dead already. But that's something they
Damn.
can bring up at a later.
But
date.
they could find out that she did that.
That's something they can bring up at a later date.
Oh,
There's a lot. There's a lot of loose ends. There's a lot-
we gotta lose the titles again. The Tejada treats.
Good television.
Talk about this Joker shit.
Oh, so none of us have seen Joker, so
Nope.
this is about to be a great before and after pod. Have y'all been seeing the reviews on this?
Yes.
I haven't.
Boy,
Yes,
people
I
are talking about first the early reviews, 16-minute standing ovation. All those like festivals, they was all happy. These later reviews, the people they walking out of movie theaters, 2 out of 10. They just do not like this shit.
Yeah.
At first, people thought it was a musical. They saying this movie literally just don't make sense.
When I first saw that it was coming out and they were saying that it's a musical, I'm like, I'm not interested in this whatsoever. I'm just not. I'm not sold. I'm good. I'm not really seeing the point of this. Y'all got the first one off. This is not really directly a part of the DC timeline
it's not
y'all
part of
telling.
none of 'em.
So I don't really. This is, you know what this is like? It's like the first Hulk movie. Like, yo, this is
I
cool.
remember that one.
This is great, but I don't give a fuck. Get this shit out of here. I don't need it too. And now you introducing Harley Quinn, Lady Gaga, y'all dancing. I'm seeing all
They
the
say
scenes.
she's like barely in the movie.
And see, so no.
But they been
I don't plan on
advertising
seeing
the
this
freak
either.
out of her. Like,
Yeah,
they
no,
was
I
advertising-
would have
she was
expected
all-
her to be in a lot of
yeah.
it.
They say
Yeah,
she,
because
like,
that's
barely in it.
marketing to get you to come pay your money. Dog, what
That's
you?
crazy.
I don't think
I'd be
people
pissed.
know a lot of these movies. They just be recouping money.
But see,
And in the long run, they make money. Your big blockbuster hits, they want their money up front from the box office, and then it lives in time. A lot of these movies, they just be hoping to recoup or come close to recouping through the first couple of weeks, and then when that bitch hit the stream, that's how we get our money.
You know what, that makes sense because I remember in Bad Boys 4 they advertised Jordan Lucas and he was literally in the scene for like 10 seconds and then pow! He was gone.
no. See, my problem with like Joker reviews though is that I feel like a lot of people. I think people are expecting it to turn into the Joker from the movies. Like they like waiting on that moment. And they said from the first one, like, this shit's not leading up to that.
Absolutely.
Don't expect that. And I feel like people are still expecting that shit.
But the first
like the first one, even the first one, like, bro, that was a mental health movie. It just it's what it was.
It was good though.
It was good as I really liked the first one. But it wasn't what you it wasn't I don't think it even the first one, I don't think it was what people really expected watching it.
But they kind
of
you
expected it to have that turn.
But they still liked the tone, the story they was telling.
Yeah,
like,
the first one was still presented in a particular way that I knew it wasn't gonna be that Joker, but this is a Joker.
You going into it to learn about whatever the fuck they about to talk about.
So this new one, even when they announced it, these trailers, I'm like, bro, you're showing me scenes of the nigga dancing, right? You showing me scenes, oh, the mallet. Like, it just seemed way too comical. And then I remember the musical shit. I'm not here for no musical numbers, bro. I'm not paying to go see that shit.
And that's the
I get
other
blown
part.
And watch it at the crib.
And I was glad that you said that you watching it today, because then we could come back and pop, because the movie it's getting bombed so bad, and I don't normally do this. It was getting bombed so bad that I just said, fuck it, I'm about to look at the spoiler reviews and just see what the fuck was the problem. And I can't wait to see, because I'm not going to talk about that shit. I want you to see all of that in its truest form. But I can't wait to see how you come back and review this movie, because I know a lot of, just from the movie reviews you've been doing lately, this might line up on one of them movies that you ain't about to fuck with for real. like just being completely honest. Because when you had said in the chat that it seemed like you was gonna defend this movie, because I had seen why people don't like this movie, I was like, we gonna see next Saturday.
As we are out of our topics, there are two people who were not here for our most recent pod that's out. Go check that out. Episode 130.5, The Hamster Wheel, featuring Saint. You know, the homie. You two guys weren't here, so you guys have. Do you have a review? Do you have?
No, I mean,
because you was here, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
So go ahead, talk to us. How y'all feel?
Let me tell you something. I have watched, because when I was editing, I watched it then.
That's a deeper level of watching, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
You hear every
You
fucking
hear and
word.
catch everything. You go back, you go forward, you go back. Man, and then when you release the audio, I was listening to it at work. I watched the video like 3-4 times. That man, no, like for real. This is like one of my favorite episodes. But the funny thing, whenever y'all have him, I always watch those episodes like that with Saint. He was saying some like real unfiltered stuff, and I really like. I can't even lie. Like, I could appreciate the perspective that he was coming from for real too, because it's like him being somebody who actually has went out there and experienced a lot of stuff that he's experienced. You know what I'm saying? As far as like even lifestyles and different stuff that he's gotten into and situations he's gotten into, and even stuff that he was even said in past pods that he was trying to attain or trying to do. For him to say, man, bro, at the end of the day, a lot of that stuff is like, they're telling us to basically chase a certain type of motive or a certain type of dream. And he was saying what really matters to him at the end of the day and what really truly matters. It was actually like a beautiful thing to see. You know what I'm saying? With all the perspectives that he was offering, I was like, man, I wasn't expecting, like, and y'all know, well, a lot of stuff he was saying, I line right up, like, with that, as far as, like, with my thinking and all of that stuff. So, with everything that he was saying, that was a great interview, man. 10 out of 10. Like, and all I want to say is to say, man, you showed me how to promote. Like, the way this man been posting and clipping and sharing, I'm like, all right, I gotta step my game up when it comes to this and everything. But that was just a really great episode when he was just talking about the hamster wheel, the things that they make matter to us versus the things that really matter. How at the end of the day, the reason why we in such a crazy state is because of how far we've gone from morality and how far we've gone from just really just dealing with each other in a good way. When he was talking about, man, we are co-creators of this experience, I'm like, man, that was the
boss right there. Yeah, because you could go through this shit, kind of putting yourself through everything you're going on, but you realize the co-creators is the ones that's really moving all this shit forward. Mm-hmm. Because I mean, hell, everything we use is by co-creators or whatever, and they was making it for more than just a single use or whatever. No, I like the part too. I want to first kill y'all flowers because y'all niggas just let them talk too.
Yeah.
You know, from watching like drink chats and shit like that, a nigga talk over an interviewer or get too involved in an interview, and nigga, you be coming up with some questions, my boy.
Yeah.
You come up with some questions. I'm like, okay, nigga, let's go. Okay. But no, that I really liked what he was talking about how he felt with fitness and shit, because that was something that I went through, because sometimes you just got to show yourself that you could do some shit, and it ain't even got to be fitness. It just any part of your life, if you could show yourself that you could do some shit, it becomes like a fucking snowball down a mountain or whatever. You start believing in all this other shit that you could do, and you just start building that self-confidence. What was the other one? I had wrote down some notes.
It's a dopamine release for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And just knowing, like, here goes the thing. When you try to do, speaking to the workout shit, if you're a person who doesn't work out, and then you start to consistently work out, and you see what you can do physically, right? You begin to understand that I only got here physically because I got here mentally. And now that you understand that
100.
I've gotten here mentally, you're like, well, let me take this and apply it over here.
Yes,
especially with something like working out. If you've never been a person who worked out, you are now doing something new. Once you've done something new and you accomplish it, or you've done it to a particular extent where you receive the result you want, or even better yet, you go further than what you thought you was going to aim at. Oh, like I said, it's a heat check. I'm taking this consistency and this discipline that I now have mentally, that I've applied physically, and let me see if I can do something more technical, or let me see if I can do something else physical. Like, that's how it works. But in all of that, there's a particular dopamine release. There's a particular feeling that comes with that. There's a particular type of sweat you get. There's a particular type of tingle, a particular type of excitement that, and this goes back to what I was saying about when you live life, you should have new experiences. That's a new experience. And you kind of get lost in time in that. And that's the problem with life. We do things so repetitively that there's nothing exciting about them. Doing new things, trying new things, overcoming obstacles, and really showing yourself that you can do some shit is a very rewarding and satisfying feeling. And because you've lived such a mundane, repetitive life, this is new. Or it's a feeling that you had before, and now you find it again. It's like a crackhead getting some crack and to give him the first feeling again. It's like, oh shit, like I can still get this. I can still achieve this.
Nick, do you remember before I had did my 40 day and I called you and I talked to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
You said some of the same stuff you just said now. And do you? I don't know if you remember telling me this. You just said, bro, don't even throw like an amount
a
of
time limit on.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I specifically remember telling you don't throw a time limit on because you kept saying 38. I'm like, hey, bro, just do this shit.
Yeah. I tell people all the time when they bring up this fitness thing, because it's peaks and flows, and what he was saying about moderation was so key, because you don't gotta be on these strict diets because the problem with diets is you get on these diets, you get the results, you break the diets, you get worse. So it ain't about being on a diet. You can have your pizza or whatever, but don't eat 7 slices. Like one or two of those slices would have been probably good enough, and then just don't eat the shit for the rest of the week. And then what he was talking about on because I don't know if he really worded it this way, but he was talking about like taking control of your life and everything. And it was early on in the play. It was like that is so important. Like this journey, you could get kind of like you said, lost in it, just moving along.
Yeah, he was talking about how he was existing and had been doing the same thing again. Just existing
and whatever. Oh, and when he broke down the story of he got a friend group. And one of them did the trappy type of shit, and the other one didn't quite go that way. But you could clearly see years later what each route did. But even with that example, they took control and went that trap right or whatever the case may be. But I just think so many people get into this waking up, clocking, go to work, blah blah blah, and they ain't necessarily taking control, and ain't shit gonna change into your life until you literally just grab whatever you want to. And then I also advise to aim for the biggest shit possible, because if you fall, because I got this thing I always tell my wife is like, I'm aiming to make like $500 million, and if I fall on 15 mil, fuck. Woe is me.
I fell on 15.
Fell on 15. I was just making thousands. Now I'm making millions. Wow.
Hey. And before we get up out of here, it's funny that you say that, because that's the theory a lot of businesses take. I'll tell you what businesses do to fuck with their books, and then we can get up out of here. My company record year is $50 million. That's my baseline. This year, I'm projecting that I'm going to make $75 million. Year's over. We only made $65 million. You can look at this one or two ways. The way they're going to paint it is that we came up $10 million short of our projections.
They ain't never going to bring that part up.
We came up $10 million short of our projection. No, I am going to bring that up. Because I'm trying to paint it a certain way. Especially if like I'm talking to a worker or somebody I got to pay out. We came up $10 million short of projections. Fuck. We made $65 million this year. Our record year was 50. Nigga, we just made $15 million more than we ever made. Oh, but because we didn't hit the projection that we said, we're going to paint this as a bad year.
Warehouses do that.
Wow.
When in all actuality, it's the most.
It was the best year they had.
Warehouses do that shit a lot.
Yeah,
What's
man.
funny is that's for sure an internal thing, because they not telling their stakeholders that shit.
Oh no,
That's why I said remove, because if you made more money, you're not finna bring up your target goal unless you got workers or employees. Like, cause my instance, we get bonus. They got my instance, we get bonuses or whatever, and we went better year over year. We should be happy, but we didn't get that much better. So you can't make money. But in these shareholder meetings, guys, we improved our margins. We improved our margins.
It's a fucking banana out here. All right,
You want the Wolf of Wall Street.
all right, look.
Hey, boy, I do want to say.
I'm not fucking leaving.
What you got?
I do want to say this. What you said when you had said when it came to the gym stuff, and you was like, "Yo, you see what you can do physically, but you was already there mentally." That's key right there, because any change that you go through in your life, you are already gonna be there mentally before you actually materialize it. So like that's why I say the mental. People realize that's like literally the most important. It's like 90% mental, 10% physical. But you got to see yourself doing something before you actually
This
carry
whole
it out.
journey.
Yeah, so it's
Outside
like
of the gym, everything.
yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to add that on to what you had said earlier. That's it.
All right, y'all.
Peace and positivity.
We finna get up out of here. Saint, appreciate you, my nigga. We gonna have some more interviews. Sooner than later, I'm gonna reach out to some people. Everybody here can reach out to people.
I heard Big Coach got a friend.
Yep.
Hey!
Probably gonna replace you two niggas in a couple weeks when y'all niggas not here.
Hey.
I'm Reed.
Put that PTO in.
Yeah, you know, the
I'm actually
PTO
going to Carolina,
PTO boys.
North Carolina.
Push it to _Z.
You know the vibes, Little Big Meech.
And it is your favorite man of God. Hallelujah. Brother James. Amen.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button and anything we got to follow outside of 708 across most and all socials. Check us out. Please subscribe. Please follow. Please repost. Please share. Please comment. We are waiting to get into it with some internet women. Internet women. I said I wasn't going to participate. I look at everything. You say the right shit, cool. I'm going to come outside.
Every time I go to a video and I be seeing like one comment, I'm like, oh shit, let's see.
We outside.
All right, go ahead, kill that video. Check out next week.